Welcome back to the Talk Tonight. Governor Cuomo unveiled his 2013-14 budget proposal today. Part of the $136 billion plan includes a discussion about pension reform. Well, what questions do you have about it? Onondaga County Executive Joanie Mahoney joins us as a special guest tonight during our talk segment. Thanks for being here tonight.
I'm always happy to be here. Thank you.
Did you find something in the governor's words today that might be relief on the local level?
Yes, I was very happy to hear that there is at least an acknowledgement that there are some municipalities that are struggling and that the solution is in part going to have to come from the state. That pension conversation, while not a whole solution, is relief. And Onondaga County's on pretty good fiscal footing, but it matters to us what happens in the city of Syracuse, and their budget is really tough. And so for the city to have a little bit of breathing room, there's a lot happening in the city. If we can get some of that economic activity downtown and get the sales tax revenues up and take some of the stress off the city budget, at least this gives the city the opportunity to live to fight another day.
In your estimation, what is the full solution? What could the governor come out and say that would be music to your ears?
Oh, the thing that we've been talking about all along is if a state program is put in place, then the funding for that has to come from the state. Or else let us decide on the local level, give us the opportunity to help create that safety net, and then let the smart people who live here in Syracuse and Onondaga County work to put a system together that addresses the needs of the poor, and then we'll pay for it. But if you're going to put the program in place in Albany, you have to pay for it in Albany. It's just generally a bad policy to let some people say this is what we're going to do and make other people pay the bills. And that would be the whole solution. But this governor, year after year, he put that hard cap in place on Medicaid last year. He put the new Tier 6 in place. This year he's giving a little breathing room on paying those pension rates. So I think he understands it. We didn't get here in 1 year. He cannot realistically get us out of the problem in 1 year, but that would be our dream, is if we said state programs are paid for at the state level, that'd be terrific.
It's refreshing that you're concerned for the city. I mean, it's an obvious need that the city has to survive, for the county to survive, for Central New York to survive, right?
Right, and the city really has tough fiscal problems, and you heard the mayor throw the word bankruptcy out there, and it created quite a stir. This would take some of that pressure off. It's not good for you, no matter where you live in this region, for the city of Syracuse to be talking about bankruptcy. And the fact that you think it's not your problem because you don't live there is not accurate. And if people really stop and think about the economic engine of this region having a difficult fiscal situation, it's not good for us. I mean, we need the infrastructure in the city built to support the jobs that we're trying to attract here. You know, you bring a prospective employer down Salina Street and there's potholes or there's a water main break. I mean, that's affecting you if you live out in the suburbs, I assure you.
Yeah.
How has the dialogue been, do you think, with this governor and with this state legislature? Do you feel like you have a good rapport and that they're kind of working to provide you all with some relief?
I have now had the opportunity to work with 3 governors. This governor, he is a smart person who will listen, and he understands what the solutions are, but he's also got this unbelievable political ability to get things through the state legislature that nobody that I've seen in the recent past be able to do. So the fact that he takes something on, usually you'll see that it happens. And the fact that he's focused on some of this mandate relief for us, my guess is that he'll get it done.
One question we want to ask of you, you've changed your staff around a bit.
Yes.
You shuffled the deck a little bit.
Yep.
And there was the newspaper article claiming that they're all people that you know, maybe you're related to, they've worked for you.
Yeah.
I
am so glad to have the opportunity to address that.
How do you explain that?
Well, first of all, I would say it's been wildly exaggerated. And that big newspaper article was really the compilation of some old articles. They've reported on the exact same people a number of times. And I can tell you that since I've been here, about 1,700 people have left county government through one, retirement or one means or another, and we've hired about 1,200. You can still count on 2 hands the number of people that have been hired by the county that are people that I knew before I became county executive. And I've lived here 47 years. All 8 of my siblings live in this community. My kids go to schools here. I mean, you just, by virtue of being here, you know people. But people who get hired in county government get hired because they are the absolute best and brightest, and they're held to very high standards. And we've had people that haven't made it, and we've had a lot of terrific success. And I would just ask people, judge us on our accomplishments. We're doing a lot of great things. Focus on the big picture and don't really get mired in the negativity that we sometimes find ourselves in. But I'm glad to have the opportunity to address that, because that's taking on a life of its own.
Yeah, it has been. But we thank you for stopping in today.
Thank you.
We'll have you back soon to talk more about that. It goes by quick. Thanks, Joanie.